What if I told you that losing your strength after 60 isn't just aging, it's a silent warning sign your body's giving you? Most people think becoming weaker with age is normal, something we just have to accept. But the truth is, muscle atrophy, the gradual shrinking and weakening of muscles, can be prevented. And more importantly, it must be addressed. Why? Because your muscles are your foundation for independence, balance, and vitality. Without them, simple things like standing up, walking, or holding a loved one become harder, even dangerous. The great news is, it's never too late to start reclaiming your strength. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, you can protect your body and live life more fully. In this video, you'll discover how to do just that with easy habits, nutrition, and safety tips tailored for you. But first, let's understand why this condition is more serious than you think. 1. Muscle atrophy is more dangerous than you think. Muscle atrophy doesn't always announce itself with sharp pain or loud symptoms. Instead, it creeps in quietly, one missed step, one fall, one moment of weakness at a time. For older adults, especially those over 60, this condition can be incredibly serious. When muscles weaken, your entire body becomes more vulnerable. Everyday tasks like climbing stairs, getting out of bed, or carrying groceries start to feel like major challenges. And unfortunately, it's not just about discomfort, it's about real danger. Let's take a closer look. In the short term, muscle loss leads to poor balance and instability. This makes falls much more likely. And in seniors, a single fall can lead to fractures, hospitalization, or long-term disability. Studies show that more than 1 in 4 older adults fall each year, and muscle weakness is a leading cause. In the medium term, muscle atrophy reduces your metabolism and energy. That means it becomes harder to maintain a healthy weight, blood sugar control becomes more difficult, and fatigue sets in faster. You might find yourself avoiding walks, skipping social events, or depending on others more than you'd like. Long-term consequences are even more serious. Continued muscle loss can lead to complete loss of independence, forcing seniors into assisted living or nursing care. It's also linked with a higher risk of chronic illness, depression, and early mortality. In fact, researchers have found that muscle strength is one of the most powerful predictors of longevity and quality of life in older adults. It's important to note, this condition doesn't just happen with age. It happens when the muscles don't get what they need: activity, nutrition, and care. The sooner you take action, the more muscle you can preserve and rebuild. The good news is that muscle atrophy is not only preventable, in many cases, it's reversible. With the right approach, you can build strength, protect your independence, and live life on your own terms. So let's explore exactly how you can do that, step by step. 2. The core solution: move, fuel, and stay consistent. Preventing or reversing muscle atrophy isn't about intense gym workouts or complicated diets. It's about making smart, steady changes that work with your body, not against it. The 3 pillars of rebuilding muscle are movement, nutrition, and consistency. Let's walk through each one layer by layer so you can apply them safely and effectively. A. Gentle resistance exercises. Build the foundation. The number one way to stimulate muscle growth is through resistance training. But that doesn't mean lifting heavy weights or joining a fitness class. For seniors, even light resistance movements can make a huge difference. Try exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, and seated leg raises. You can use resistance bands or even household items like canned goods or water bottles for added weight. Start slowly, just 2 to 3 times per week, and listen to your body. These simple movements help reactivate muscle fibers, increase joint stability, and prevent further deterioration. And don't worry about doing it perfectly. The goal is progress, not perfection. B. Prioritize protein, the raw material for muscles. Muscles need fuel to grow, and that fuel comes from protein. Sadly, many seniors don't get enough of it. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at processing protein, which means you need more, not less, to maintain muscle. A good target is 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. For a 150-pound person, that's around 68 to 82 grams of protein per day. Spread it out across meals with foods like eggs, chicken, beans, Greek yogurt, lentils, or tofu. And here's a key tip. Eat protein within 1 hour after light activity. This helps your body rebuild muscle more efficiently. Think of it like watering a plant right after it's been repotted. Your muscles are ready to absorb nutrients at that time. C. Move to maintain. Include mobility and balance training. While resistance helps rebuild strength, mobility and balance training help you use those muscles confidently in real life. Consider Tai Chi, water aerobics, or simply walking with light ankle weights. These activities improve coordination, reduce fall risk, and boost circulation. Aim for 20 to 30 minutes of gentle movement daily. It doesn't need to be formal. Gardening, stretching, or dancing all count. The more you move, the more your muscles stay alert and active. D. Be consistent, monitor, and adjust. No solution works overnight. The key is to stay consistent and make gradual improvements. If you feel tired or sore, rest. If something feels too easy, increase your repetitions slowly. Think of it like tending a garden. Small daily care adds up to big results over time. Before moving on, remember this. All these strategies work best when combined. Exercise without protein won't build much muscle. Protein without movement leads to fat, not strength. And both without consistency won't lead to lasting change. Now, if one or more of these methods feel out of reach, maybe you have dietary restrictions, joint pain, or mobility issues, don't worry. There are flexible alternatives and smart substitutions that can help you stay on track without stress. Let's look at those next.
3 smart substitutions when the basics don't fit. Everyone's body is different, and that's okay. What works for one person may not work for another, especially when you're dealing with unique health conditions, dietary needs, or physical limitations. That's why it's important to know that you have options. Whether you're lactose intolerant, have arthritis, or just don't like certain foods, there are effective alternatives that can help you stay on the path to stronger muscles. Let's begin with equivalent alternatives, which offer similar results when the main strategy isn't a fit. If resistance bands are too difficult to handle, try using light household items like water bottles or soup cans. They offer gentle resistance and help build muscle safely. If balance exercises are tough, chair-based movements or pool exercises can reduce strain while still activating muscles. On the nutrition side, not everyone can tolerate dairy-based protein like whey. In that case, plant-based options such as pea protein, soy protein, or hemp protein can provide a great alternative. They're especially useful for those with digestive issues or vegetarian preferences. If you have trouble chewing certain meats, try soft-cooked legumes, scrambled eggs, or smoothies packed with protein powder and nut butter. Next, we have additional support options. These don't replace the core interventions, but they enhance your results. For example, vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium and supports muscle strength, especially in people who don't get much sun exposure. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish oil or flaxseed, can reduce muscle inflammation and support recovery. Collagen peptides may help those with joint pain continue their exercise routines more comfortably. Before trying any new supplement or food, Consider your health history and medications. Allergies, intolerances, and medication interactions should always be taken seriously. The bottom line? There's always a way forward, even if the path looks a little different for you. You just need the right tools that match your needs. But before jumping into any new solution, let's make sure you're aware of some important safety notes and health conditions to watch for.
4. Stay safe. What to avoid and watch out for. As promising as these strategies are, it's essential to approach them with care, especially when underlying health conditions or medications are involved. Taking the right steps toward muscle health also means knowing what to avoid and when to ask for help. Safety first, always. Let's start with health conditions that require extra attention. If you have chronic kidney disease, you need to be careful with protein intake. Too much protein can put additional strain on the kidneys. In these cases, it's important to speak with your doctor to determine a safe range. Similarly, people with liver conditions or diabetes should monitor how new supplements or high-protein meals affect their blood sugar or digestion. Now, let's talk about medication interactions. For example, calcium supplements can interfere with certain thyroid medications if taken at the same time. Vitamin K, often found in leafy greens or multivitamins, can affect how blood thinners like warfarin work. Magnesium or potassium supplements can cause complications when mixed with heart or blood pressure medications. If you're unsure whether something is safe, check with your doctor or pharmacist before starting a new routine. Watch for warning signs your body may be sending you. These include unusual swelling or bloating, especially in the ankles or face, persistent fatigue that doesn't improve with rest, shortness of breath, chest tightness or dizziness, sudden changes in heart rate or rhythm. If any of these occur after changing your diet or starting a supplement, stop immediately and seek professional help. Let's also talk about safe limits. For protein, a good rule of thumb is not to exceed 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight per day unless directed by a professional. For supplements, always follow the dosage on the label. More is not better. In fact, overdosing on vitamins like D or iron can be harmful. Finally, remember to choose high-quality, certified supplements. Look for seals like NSF certified, USP verified, or third-party lab tested. Avoid products that make exaggerated claims or don't list exact ingredients. Staying informed helps you build trust in the process and in yourself. Now that we've covered safety, how do you know if what you're doing is actually working? Let's explore the signs of improvement. 5. Signs you're getting stronger. What progress looks like. When starting a new health routine, especially one focused on rebuilding muscle, it's natural to wonder, is this really working? The answer lies in paying attention to the right improvement indicators. Small but powerful signs that your body is responding in a positive way. These signs not only help track progress, but they also boost motivation and show you where to adjust. Let's start with subjective improvements, the changes you feel. Within the first 2 to 3 weeks, many people notice they have more energy, feel less stiff in the morning, or can move more freely during daily activities. Climbing stairs feels a bit easier. Standing from a chair doesn't require as much effort. These are all signs your muscles are waking up and getting stronger. You may also feel more confident and steady when walking, which is a major victory in preventing falls. Even getting dressed, doing light chores, or reaching overhead can feel smoother. These small wins matter. They add up to real change. Next are the objective indicators, the ones you can measure. For example, being able to complete more repetitions of an exercise or holding a movement for a few seconds longer than before. Some people notice their weight stabilizes or increases slightly. This is often due to muscle gain, not fat. You might even see small increases in muscle tone in your arms or legs. To make progress easier to track, consider keeping a simple health journal. Write down the date, your activity, the food or supplements you added, and how you felt afterward. Use symbols or quick notes like check for good days, X for off days, and jot down anything unusual. Over time, this helps you spot patterns and fine-tune your routine. Expect bigger changes in the first 1 to 2 months, but remember, improvement doesn't look the same for everyone. What matters most is steady, safe progress. So, if you're noticing these signs, keep going. You're doing something powerful for your health. And before we wrap up, I want to invite you to be part of this growing community of people who care about aging well and living fully. Before the conclusion, I want everyone to comment below your symptoms or the type of disease you are concerned about. I'll reply to the comments or cover them in the next video so everyone knows how to handle it. I'm here to help you achieve good health and enjoy life with the people you love. Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends so they can learn this important knowledge too.
6. Conclusion. Reclaim strength. Reclaim life. Now let's bring everything together. Muscle atrophy isn't just a natural part of aging. It's a condition that can take away your independence if left unaddressed. But the danger it poses also gives us a clear direction. With simple, consistent steps like resistance movement, proper nutrition, and smart monitoring, you can rebuild what time has tried to take away. When done safely and personally, these habits create a strong foundation for lasting vitality. So if there's one message to remember, it's this: strong muscles, strong life. Your future is still in your hands, and with the right steps, it can be stronger than ever.